What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. So today we're going to be talking about our everyday carry bag and the contents in it. And today in particular, the bag we're going over is the Patagonia Atom 8-liter Sling. So real quick, one of the things I've been trying to figure out is whether I should be running with the Sling or a backpack. And truth be told, what I found out so far is that whenever I put on a backpack, whether it be my 15-liter Mystery Ranch or my 18-liter GoPro bag, if I'm just going into a grocery store for casual, convenient shopping and I have a backpack on, a lot of times people think I'm the next active shooter or something along those lines, where if I'm carrying this Sling, it's a lot less concealed, it's a lot less compact, and it really leaves a lot less of a noticeable impact. So I noticed that the crowd really doesn't pick me out as much. So that's one important thing that kind of led me to running with this. But outside of that, diving into it, some of the good features I like right off the bat. On the outside here, you'll see it's got these two compression straps, which are very nice. I usually have a hydro flask strapped in here, but for the video I left it inside on accident, so we will go ahead and show you how I run this. So with a basic water bottle, this works with any of them. Doesn't have to be a core, but just put your bottle in there, singe it down, both sides, and you can even take a carabiner and clip it to the lid or whatever. So now you got this book bag with a nice water bottle carrier. You can also put any other kind of gear in there that you may think of. You can put a rain jacket, anything, tablet, skateboard if it fits in there. You could put a fucking AR in there. You could have the magazine out this side and the pistol grip sticking out here, the stock over the back, and then the foregrip. You could cinch it down, and you are on your merry way. Now, if you don't like these straps, I know some people like that kind of clean and sleek look, you can undo the strap, just tuck it away, slide it right in this little compartment, like so, and now you have no strap on this side, and this one's still accessible, and you can do the same thing, stick that one in the side, and you can put these buckles away. But me personally, for the gear and for the amount of space that it takes up, I don't mind having them out. Makes it for quick access and easy fastening for some other gear. Moving on over, shoulder strap, we're going to dive into that. This shoulder strap in particular has a little loop across here. You can hang a carabiner. Me personally, I have the Hero medium duty carabiner on here. That way it allows me to hang this off of something if need be, especially with this carabiner, the way it folds and kind of spins around and does all kinds of pretty little goofy contraptions. So it's a nice little carabiner to have, but I hate when people, especially me personally, but I hate when I see people having book bags and sling bags or purses and they throw them right on the fucking floor where everybody's kind of trampled over. So having this to where you can get it up off the ground is very important, because you don't want all those germs and shit all over a nice bag that you're going to be carrying around daily with all your personal belongings in it. Alright, moving on down the strap for the Sling, we have a nice little handy dandy pocket here. This one, again, there's not a little tab in the front you can hook a carabiner to, but that one's a little bit less sturdy, so I kind of keep that one plain. This pocket's nice and wide. You can fit a pair of sunglasses in here easily. For me personally, I just carry this Phoenix little flashlight. Alright. And then a mechanical pencil rotating, and then the last but not least is a CRKT M16. I know this knife isn't no $1,000 Benchmade, but me personally, I can't really get behind spending that kind of money on a knife that I'm just using for plastic and cutting up a bunch of shit. You know, for a fancy knife that I just kind of carry for looks and whatnot, you know, I'm not opposed to it. But realistically, I mean, the blade's gonna get dull, and something like this I want to be able to throw away if I need to. You know, I'm not trying to have a high-dollar blade in here that I'm using to cutting wrappers open and plastic cases and just a bunch of shit that you're really neglecting the blade for. So for me, that works. But anyway, moving on down into the side compartments. Got two here. We got a smaller one up front, a larger one in the back. Smaller one up front, I like to keep my front pocket wallet in there. and this is a Dango wallet. Alright, so we got that, and then both sides. I keep a contingent group ink pen on there. It's got my multi-tool inside, all my cards on this side. So the reason I like that in this pocket in particular is it's a smaller pocket, does have a place for keys, but if you jam a lot of stuff in there, it's really just cluttery and you got to pull everything out to get to it. And a wallet's one of those things that you use daily, whether it be getting gas, coffee, food, whatever it is, tickets, tolls, anything. So having that up front where you don't have to unload all of your gear in the back to get to it, in my opinion, is one of the most important things. And really that's a key feature I look for in any bag that I'm using, is a specific spot to put my wallet. And then you don't have to worry about losing it. You wake up one morning, oh fuck, where's my wallet? Well, if you always put it in the same pocket, in the same bag, in the same spot, you never have to worry about that. So for me, it's nice and convenient. Another thing I like is when this sling is on, you can flip it to the front. So if this was on my body, my chest would be here and this would be setting like this. I can easily unzip the front, just how it's looking, reach right in there and grab my wallet, zip it up, and throw it back to the back. Alright, so when you spin it around, it sets like that. But anyway, moving on over. Alright, we have our big pocket here in the back. So one thing I like to keep on here is this little Leatherman squirt. Especially one of these little multi-tools. You know, they're pretty vital with usage on stuff, you know, and this one's good. It does it all. It does nails, pliers, tweezers, and I like to keep that just right here on the zipper. And what that really does is it kind of creates a zipper extension for this bag. So my main compartment with all my important gear in it, I don't have to fumble between zippers in the dark or in a panic situation. Just grab that Leatherman, rip it open, and I'm into all my contents. Alright, so going on into the bag, I'm going to start with whatever's out and close. We got a Goal Zero Flip 12 little charger. This thing is nice, comes in handy a ton, and you know, really good to have. These are heavy duty, made of nice metal, and really made a good quality, so can't go wrong with that. Alright, next we have the Phoenix mini headlamp, and this one's pretty sweet. You can take it apart and use it as just a flashlight, but I also keep a hair tie around there. I have long hair, so in case I need one, we have that. Next, I have a little Rubs ball. This was from the Tim Ferriss podcast. Good for massages, ankles, feet, back, arms, anything. Keep you kind of relaxed and keep the tension down wherever you may be. Next up, I got the Sawyer Mini. This one's pretty sweet. Goes inline to a hydration pack, can screw on to a water bottle. You can use it as a straw, so this is the all-in-one kind of magic water filtering system. Alright, next up, going into my survival pouch, little Maxpedition. I have a cash stash and a house key. Opening up the contents here, we got lighters in the back, all my chargers between Lightning, USB-C, micro USB, headphones, fire matches with tinder, pry bar, compass, whistle, space blanket, mirror, you name it, we got it in here. So this is kind of that sweet spot of the survival kit. You combine that with the headlamp, the filter, the USB charger, you're pretty well geared up for a good couple days to make a pretty good run. Being out in the wilderness, I got a little survival kit. As you can see, there's tape. Both the seams are right here, so you can ideally you can rip this whole strip of tape off, or you can cut it and have already individually pre-wrapped pieces of tape. In here, this kit wasn't big enough for me, this medical kit, so I got some larger band-aids, liquid new skin, gloves, vitamin C, zinc, D, allergy pills, you name it, the whole thing, the whole kit's in there. Razor blade, safety pins. So that's why I had to kind of tape that shut. It was just a little bit too much stuff in there for that, but no worries. Next up, last thing in the major compartment I have is my Patagonia Houdini jacket. This thing unfolds, it's a small but it really gets nice and compact. I mean, you can see as I ball it up, it's basically the size of my fist, and very small and compact. You can always keep a rain jacket in there to keep you nice and dry. All right. So next up, still on the medical, got these Leatherman Raptor shears. These things are badass. They're 7-in-1 shears. They got a ring cutter, seatbelt cutter, glass breaker, the whole nine on these. They're a little salty. They do have a clip and a holster that they come with, but my opinion is, especially when you're dealing with medical and trauma, you don't want to go cheap on everything, especially the gear you plan on using. You know, and if you know that it's going to come in handy, you don't want to have the cheapest piece of shit out there because it's going to break on you. So having something like that's vital. It can cut through pennies, you know, break glass, seat belts, clothes, belts, whatever. And in my opinion, that's one of the most important pieces of gear when it comes to medical. Speaking of important gear in medical, the cat tourniquet, can't go wrong with that, and a Sharpie to write down the time I would put that on. Glock 17 round 9mm. Keep that in the holster sleeve. And last but not least is the Goal Zero Nomad 5, and I keep this in particular. This is a solar panel charger. One cool little feature with this flip 12 that I was showing you earlier from Goal Zero, you can flip this up. Alright, you can insert it here like that, and it snaps in, as you hear, and now you have a solar panel that can charge your USB charger while keeping it all nice and organized. So that was a pretty cool little accessory there. But again, I think these are vital to have, because once your battery dies in your phone or your charger, then you're shit out of luck. So it's always important to being able to charge all that stuff up again. And solar is really the only way you can't go wrong. So get yourself one of these if you haven't already. But outside of that, that is everything in my bag. Again, as you can see, you know, between the guns, the medical, we got our first aid here with water, survival, fire, electric lighting. You know, we got a little bit of everything here. So this is kind of the full kit and caboodle that I was able to get in this bag. And it still keeps a good, sleek, low profile design to where it's not big and bulky and heavy. Nothing's rattling around or loose. Everything is nice and organized and has a spot for it. And overall, I really couldn't be happier with this bag. So go ahead and leave me some thoughts, what you guys think. And hopefully we'll be able to make some adjustments and get back to it. Until then, thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.